Hey there. So I got a new tarot deck today. It's called the Family Tarot Deck, and it was created by an art. It's called created by the People for Peace Art Collective. Well, nothing bad about that. It was created in 2000 from 2012 to 2014 by 62 different artists. They were given the opportunity to create one or two cards for this deck, and there were no parameters. They could use any medium that they chose. It had to be on canvas in some way, and they were each supplied with an identical size canvas with a border already painted on the canvas. But then they were given free reign, as much time as they needed, no no limitations. And so this it's a unique deck. I don't imagine they spoke to each other about their what they were doing. Maybe some of them did. And I really didn't wasn't sure how it was going to feel. I wasn't sure what kind of flow it would have, since it was created by so many different people. And there's no book or guide accompanying this deck. It's just the deck. Well, it arrived today, and I really like it. There's some such beautiful, interesting cards, and I'm not going to show you every card in the deck. This deck is available on Amazon. The People for Peace Art Collective does have a website, and they looks like they do sell a few things. I think they have some either prints or original canvases that of the artwork, but not the deck. So this was from Amazon. That's the back of the cards, and there's just some really gorgeous cards in here. There were a few that truly struck me. I mean, I love this. I love this moon card. I think that's really interesting. And let's see, there were a couple that really stood out to me. A very sassy chariot card. Gotta love that. Hand on hip, ready to drive the team with one hand. Oh, and here's the Temperance. And I thought that's a truly interesting take on the Temperance card. And yeah, I think I'll put photos of a few of these that really struck me. And yeah, let me see if there's anything else that pops out. Oh, they're all very interesting. And I found that I did play with this a little bit. I found it very easy to read in reading form. So that did surprise me. I wasn't sure how that would be. This one was fascinating to me. This, I believe this is the Strength card. And that is such a unique vision for the Strength card. One thing these cards do, certainly, and I guess all tarot do, really made me think about what the artist was trying to express, and yeah, see the tarot from a different point of view. Anyway, I'm not gonna go through any more right now. I'm actually going to, in a few minutes, I'm going to use this deck to do a pick a pile read. I've already chosen the cards, however, I don't know what the cards are. It's better to be surprised. But the theme for the pick a pile is kind of a continuation of the last video I made. Now, I have to apologize for the last video. I know the sound sucked. I'm so sorry. tried a slightly different setup, hoping the sound will be better this evening. And I have ordered a microphone, which is yet to arrive, but hopefully that will fix everything. Anyway, I apologize. That video is, I did release a couple of days ago, and it's going to be the one immediately preceding this one. That video was a video about the most recent full moon, and it was at, I'm not going to re-explain that video, but it was, April 1st at 12 degrees 21 minutes of Libra. So it was a Libra full moon. And based for the 12 degrees 21 minutes, I actually pulled out the 12 card, which is the Hanged Man, and the 21 minutes, the World card. And I got a strong feeling that this was a longer story. I kind of am feeling that this is a span of time that will go until there is an eclipse in July. I'm going to look that up in just a moment. Let's see. It's a new moon. It's a solar eclipse, and that is. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not in July. It is in August. There's a new moon solar eclipse on the 12th of August. And I kind of feel like, and also I do feel like there is certain, something important about the July new moon, or the July moon activity. Anyway, so I feel like these cards are covering a span of time. So the pick a card for tonight is really a much smaller time frame for just what we might need to keep in our awareness from now until actually just about mid-month. I was thinking of going just until the new moon, which is, I'm sorry, that's Rachel. So sorry. I had this bookmarked, but I just dropped it. So I'm searching for the new moon. Here we go. Oh, my apologies for the wait. Okay, on the 17th. So the new moon will be in Aries on the 17th of this month. So about week and a half-ish. So that's what this time frame will cover. One thing I do want to say about these cards, I noticed when I watched the video before posting it, that's when I noticed the sound sucked, that I kept, a couple of times I held the Hanged Man upside down, or I held the Hanged Man upside down. And that is that's a message of trying to rush a process. I think that there is a need for patience, because, as I said, I think this is a bit of a long game until that new moon eclipse in August. So I think not that this is going to be just empty space in between, but yeah, I did want to mention, and I can be very impatient, so I'm saying this to me as well. Okay, just to have patience, really take in different perspectives and work through choices. So okay, so let me just put those down, and I have 3 piles. And let's see, I'm actually going to put them here. Okay, do something a little different. There's 1 pile. I am so sorry about Rachel. Okay. The second pile. She does eventually stop. Thank goodness. Okay, and the third. Now, to add to this, because just looking at piles of cards, though you might have a feeling already what your thoughts are. For each one, I'm going to pre-choose a charm to go with the message. So for this pile, and I have a sack here, but so for this card, for this pile. Oh, you have the unicorn pendant. Okay, for the middle. Oh my gosh, you have 2. You have a key and a ballerina. And they were kind of hooked together, which is why we have 2. And for the third pile, this one, an elephant. Okay, so you're choosing the pile with the unicorn or the pile with the key and ballerina. Ballerina is also a pendant, though, yeah. Or this white elephant. Okay. I'm going to pause this, and then I'll start, okay? And there will be timestamps. Okay, I'm going to pause right now. All right, so if you chose the elephant, let's see what we have. We'll start with the tarot cards. You have the Magician, and you also have the Devil along with the elephant. It seems, first I want to start with the elephant. When I chose this without any knowledge of what the cards were, I was thinking first, it's a white elephant, and in the United States, I don't know if they still call them this any longer, but I remember as a child they would have things like they called white elephant sales, which were like markets that sales that they were often put on by churches or neighborhoods. That people were just selling things that they didn't have use for any longer. Not that the things were bad. They no longer had the space for them or the need. And also with white elephant, I'm feeling like things, maybe also thinking of things that only that add to clutter, but not yeah, okay, I'll leave that. All right, so when I'm looking at the Devil, this is a funny Devil, and the Magician, we'll get, this Magician, of course, has all of the tools. the magician does need focus. And I'm seeing that with this devil. I mean, look, the devil's looking to and fro, holding loads of stuff, trying to keep control of loads of stuff. And actually, I'm not seeing a lot of focus with this devil. I mean, the devil has two faces. And I'm not seeing this in a nefarious way, though there is a school of thought that if you have something like the devil next to the magician, that you might be careful about um, um, kind of negative and manipulative impulses. Not saying from you in particular, but maybe that kind of energy surrounding a situation, or just I think there is. I think there is a lot of power here, and I think there is a caution to actually to consciously and slowly evaluate before leaping in and grabbing things that won't ultimately serve. They'll just become things that that weigh you down. And elephants can be hefty. They're beautiful. I love elephants. I think also with the elephant, it's kind of a message to the magician to use wisdom and honor. I feel like elephants are so honorable, and there's such tradition connected with them. I think there's a call for this magician to really, again, yes, be considerate of all moves. Okay. And I have one oracle card to go with that message. And your message is trust. Trust your intuition. The universe guides you. And when trusting one's intuition, I mean, sometimes that comes in a a really quick blast, especially if we have to make a snap decision. Sometimes, it's like this bubble, and bubbles, when they float toward, it's slow. In fact, to rush the bubble might burst the bubble. Anyway, that is your message from now until this next new moon on the 17th of this month of April. Enjoy. Okay, if you chose the ballerina, the pile with the ballerina and the key, this is your reading. When these came out together and the key was kind of latched in to this, in a few ways I could read that. I will say that this pendant always made me think of, now some people think of it as the world card, but I actually always thought of it as the Fool. And I mean, it could be either, of course, because ultimately they're right beside each other. In the major arcana, it starts with 0, ends with 21, and if the loop keeps going around, 0 is right after 21. No matter how you look at it, though. I really, I think of this as a new beginning. Since I have the world sitting here, maybe it's the ending before the new beginning. But you see in this world card, as all world cards, the new is already within the old, the new. I mean, she certainly looks satisfied and happy, but she's swinging. She is not stopping. Okay, so I will pick up with more on those. Let's look at your cards. Ooh, interesting. Your pile is the only one with 3 tarot cards. The others had 2. I only asked for 2. I noticed when I shuffled this pile, both with the tarot deck and with the oracle card deck, that the cards weren't coming out easily. So I got this feeling like of maybe holding on or trying to hold on tightly, not flowing, like just maybe not being able to flow or allowing flow. But I don't know what your cards are. I didn't look at any of them, so let's see. You have this is the 2 of Wands. That is really interesting. That's a wonderful card. You also have the 7 of Coins. And you have the Hermit. Okay. Well, now I see why I was having trouble getting the messages out, because this is an interesting Hermit. I was looking at it a little bit earlier today. This Hermit kind of has, I want to make sure you can see, this Hermit is like, so full of stuff. It's almost like monkey mind. This is not like peaceful peaceful hermit. This is a hermit with, gosh, so much in the head, and it's just all there, and feels very pressing, like lots and lots to consider, and actually, the hermit is actively stepping back, which I think, I think there might be a need for that, like a little stepping back, needing to pause, to reflect, because it did start these with this read with the 2 of Wands, because I really feeling like there is a point where, yes, wanting to go on to a new path, but my gosh, there's so much to consider, lots to consider, and trying to choose the path, choose the way forward. It does feel like there is some just like, well, I think definitely maybe a concern about how finances will work. It looks like a little bit of, I'm sorry about a little bit of juggling here, trying to sort it out. The good news is there are coins, so it seems like the resources are there. I think it's a matter of channeling them in the best way, and I think but there's a lot going on. This is saying to me there is a need to take a breath, take a beat, and to pause and allow some of this to settle down. Allow some of this noise to settle down. Yeah. Okay. Now there was a key with the with this, and it came out hooked together. So that really does speak to me a lot about the interpretation I got from this particular hermit of feeling locked in some regard. But this is good energy. This is, as I said, the Fool, or the universe, or the Fool, the joyous ending with an exuberant beginning. It's how it's going to work, and maybe the key can also represent things that, I think I might have just said that you still feel are still things that you are connected to, that you maybe still have to work out the details, the moving forward details. Okay. And this is just a period between now and the new moon, which is the 17th of this month. So it's not forever. And and your oracle card is self-love. Self-love is the foundation of all love. Oh, how pretty. Yeah, and I think your cards really say that you need to take that pause, um, because I do get the feeling that the ingredients are there. The path is there. Your options are there. They just need to kind of take form a bit more. And but yeah, as you reflect, just I think there's a message to be centered and to to be quiet in yourself. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed that. Bye. All right, last pile, and that one is the unicorn. There we go. Nice. This is actually really special to me. It's a pendant. My mother had it made for me when I was quite young. Um, yeah, she there every year there was a fair at a local college, and where I grew up, and lots of artists. And at the time, I was young. I really liked unicorns. So she asked this artist, she liked the other things she'd done, if she could make a unicorn pendant. And this is what she came up with. And I think it's so pretty. I no longer wear it. I mean, I might again one day, but I added it to my charm bag. So you got the unicorn. Now let's see what your cards say. I don't know what's in the pile. So let's see. Ooh. Okay, very interesting. You got, and I love this card. This is a really interesting take on it. You got the Fool card, and also the Hanged Man. That is so, so cool. Oh, wow. Especially since um, the cards that one of the cards that I had chosen for the recent full moon was the Hanged Man. So there we go. This Hanged Man has a lot of busy thoughts, and so I think maybe there's a message to strive to be the calm Hanged Man. Not this one. Actually, this is almost feels like Hangman reversed energy. He does look a little tired and a little bleary. He needs a step back moment for some perspective. And also, you got the Fool here, but the card that precedes the Fool, if the major arcana were to go full circle, the card that precedes the Fool, the last major arcana, is the World. So there we go. From the end to the beginning to the end. There we go. And I think this is wonderful. And this Fool card, actually, I see it's interesting. I've never seen a Fool card with a Hermit in it, and so definitely this is talking about a new beginning. When I was looking at this card earlier, when I first opened the deck, I was thinking, wow, this is a new beginning, truly carrying knowledge consciously forward into the next stage, which is awesome, because often the Fool is depicted, and the energy feels more like, fresh, new, but not with a lot of remembered background or known or knowledge. And anyway, whatever you are going to start, you're coming to it with a lot of talent, a lot of knowledge, and experience. It's just wonderful. Maybe maybe you could be in a period of maybe feeling in a bit of a whirlwind. So I do think the message to you is to try to maybe take a breath, take a breather, take a breath. I like also that you have the unicorn and the Fool card, and I, when I look at these together, I'm thinking that yeah, whatever your new is, whatever, yeah, your next stage, your new is, though you certainly are carrying a lot of wisdom with you. Maybe this unicorn is saying to perhaps remember to look at your opportunities, situations, opportunities with fresh eyes. Okay, so you do have one oracle card to go with this, and you have nurture others and also yourself. There we go. That's really sweet. And I was looking, she's holding a cat, and there's something about holding a cat and really feeling the energy that as a cat can just kind of melt into you. And it really encourages one to breathe, to be calm, and of course and of course to think about your new beginning and that goal, and but I'm actually getting a feeling of savoring it, savoring every step. Okay, so I'll leave it there for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, bye. All right, so that was it. That was the pick of cards, and I hope they fit in some regard or offered insight. And if nothing else, I hope you enjoyed looking at a few of the cards in this new deck that I have. I'll put the Amazon link for this deck in the comment. Also, I will put the timestamps for each pile offered this evening, so you don't have to watch the whole video. And I think that's it. I'll also, I think, maybe put the site for the People for Peace Art Collective in there as well. I don't know how active they are. Now it's been quite a few years. But anyway, that's it. Have a wonderful evening, and until next time, be well, be happy. Much love. Bye.